why we're all here. We're here to grow. So I want you to continue growing how you need to grow. Look at your triggers. Look at the associations. Fix them. Look at your downfalls, like me and my patients. Fix them. All right? Continue to growing how you need to grow, Knights. Live that noble lifestyle and don't deal with no bull, and that includes the bull that comes from your own freaking mind. What's up, Knights? Okay, so today I'm going to give you a kind of like a life update video. Right now, I am working on a couple different things in my life. One, I want to talk to you about this first month, November, the first month of my book, Frederick the One-Legged Goose, being out, available for purchase. I have sold 17 copies. I know it's not a lot, but it's a start. Yes, sirs, it is a start. We got 17 copies sold. That's better than I thought we were going to do, honestly, our first month. Especially with no professional representation. It's just me out here grinding, hanging flyers, telling people about it, posting on social media, and we still sold 17 copies. I am happy about that. I am grateful about that. 15 were in English, 2 were in Spanish. Let's go. That's the first thing I want to tell you all about. Now I want to tell you all about some other things I'm working on. So I'm working on rebuilding my clothing shop, the Knights Clothing Co. The reason I'm rebuilding it because my last clothing shop, Triple R Clothing Apparel, the company I was using for distributing and production, turns out they suck. They didn't suck when I first started using them like 3-4 years ago, but since I recently got back into using them, turns out they are not as good as they used to be. And people are waiting a long time for orders, like months upon months. I even saw somebody left a review saying they were waiting a whole year for a t-shirt? Nah, we ain't playing that game. So I'm currently redesigning all of my designs and working on rebuilding my shop before I make my shop publicly available. But so far I got some really nice stuff cooking up in there. I tell you what, I got some nice hoodies and some nice shirts and even a nice little ball cap with some embroidery on it. It looks really nice. It looks really good. The cap says learn to earn. Oh, I love that. It's catchy. I got the old classic closure red hoodie with the yellow closure across the top. Then another one where it says closure right there and has a door in the back. Beautiful stuff. Got my anime hoodie up there. I got a bunch of other like Texas design shirts and a bunch of other stuff. We got some great stuff going up there. Another thing I'm working on right now is patience. Learning how to have better patience. I've realized I'm not a very patient person, but I'm a lot better than I used to be, and it's very annoying, honestly, trying to force myself to be patient. Like when I'm driving and people are acting stupid on the road, I choose to be patient and I get mad at these people. Or when I'm having a conversation with somebody and it's not going the way I want it to, I have patience. I'm like, okay, this is that, this is this. I have to learn. Part of the patience thing is learning to stop interfering in other people's life tasks. And that's something I've always had a problem with. I've always been the guy like, oh, let me help. I can't help. I have to help. I don't have to help. That's the thing. I don't have to. In my entire life, I've been the fixer, trying to fix things for people. And I realized I don't need to do that. I need to stop interfering in other people's life tasks. If they wish to come to me for support and for help, then I can, but I don't need to offer it beforehand. No, I can offer it, but I don't need to try to jump in. I need to have patience and not jump in. And when having conversations with family and relationships and friends stuff, I need more patience, and I'm really working on this. Like my girlfriend, she speaks Spanish. That's her first language. So sometimes in English, I have to explain a little bit more in English for her to understand certain words. And at first, it was easy, but then it started getting a little aggravating. And I was like, Ryan, you're just being impatient. That's all it is. You're being impatient. So now I'm working on being more patient for that situation and for the driving and for life tasks and just working on this website to publish my my clothing designs. I have to have patience to work on that. And it's paying off. All these things that I am applying more patience to, it's paying off in the long run. And that's really something we all need to think about. when we apply more patience than what we originally would have applied, normally it pays off. Normally it does. And that is something that I am grounding myself in right now. The fact that things will pay off, and they normally do, as long as you stick to it, stick to that grind. Like these YouTube videos, some of them get a couple hundred views, some of them get like 2-3 views. But I'm gonna have patience, and I'm gonna keep making these videos. I love making them. I really do. I really enjoy these. Just talking on camera sometimes is so much fun, and telling y'all about self-improvement stuff so much fun. Sharing my weekend adventures so much fun. I love doing this stuff. So I will have patience for YouTube. I will have patience for others. I will have patience when I'm going to church, when I'm going to work, when I'm driving in my car, when I'm working on side ventures and side projects. I will have patience. And that is something I'm working on. Now, one more thing I'm working on. As y'all know, in the past, I have been a drug addict. I was a drug addict several times in my teen years, and even my really early 20s, I was a drug addict. I got past all that, and I've been good. I've been good ever since, except for alcohol. Beer, to be specific. I love beer. Oh, I love beer. I really do. And it's so aggravating how much I love it. So I don't want to turn it down. I've been drinking less. I've been really working hard at drinking less. Maybe only on weekends. Yeah, I'll slip up throughout the week here and there, but mostly it's just on weekends. And I had to look out for my triggers. See, that's something people don't think about when it comes to addiction and comes to anything that is a dependency. Stuff will trigger you into craving and wanting and caving in more. One of my triggers was getting home. I'd get home, like, okay, crack a beer. Done deal. Play some video games, work on a project, yada, yada, drink some beer. So at the house I'm staying at now, my family's house, I've been able to change that trigger and stop associating getting home at that house with drinking beer. But my girlfriend's house, who I'm staying the week at right now, I still associate with beer. Because on the weekends, I go over there and I drink on the weekends. So now I'm spending a week there. And, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, going by on Wednesday now. And I've drank Monday and Tuesday. I drink Saturday and Sunday. I drink Monday and Tuesday. And I don't want to drink today. But I associate that house, that apartment with drinking. So it triggers me into wanting to drink. And I don't even think about it. I just, you know, I'm pulling into her town. Because I live 5 towns that way. She lives 5 towns this way. In the middle, between these 5 towns is where I work at. So, you know, same drive to get to my current housing situation as it is to get to hers time-wise. So I get over that way, I don't think about drinking. But I get over to this way, and I start thinking about drinking. And it's just, it's aggravating, honestly, that I get over there and I don't even think about, hey, you're not supposed to be drinking. You know, it's Tuesday, it's Wednesday, not supposed to be drinking, but I still drink. It's just aggravating. Honestly, it is. But I will figure it out. So today, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to use my calloused mind to get past the discomfort of not drinking today. That is my goal for today. That's what I'm going to do, because I need to de-associate her place with drinking. I need to, because that way I stop getting triggered to drink. Plain and simple. And that's what I'm going to do. You know, I've beaten addictions before. I beat this whole alcoholism already. Within the past couple months, I stopped drinking pretty much except for on weekends. So I can say that I beat this alcoholism. But it's slowly creeping back because of the association. So I am going to fix that. I'm going to figure it out, because that is working on me. And working on myself is what we're trying to do here. We're all trying to work on ourselves. I am being honest with myself, looking in the mirror and seeing the truth. And I am going to use that truth to work on myself. And that's what you need to do. Go look in the mirror, see what it is that you need to work on, and use your mind to actually work on these things. Actually do the work. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what you need to do. That's why we're all here. We're here to grow. So I want you to continue growing how you need to grow. Look at your triggers. Look at the associations. Fix them. Look at your downfalls, like me and my patience. Fix them. All right? Continue to growing how you need to grow, Knights. Live that noble lifestyle and don't deal with no bull, and that includes the bull that comes from your own freaking mind. That's as simple as that. So Knights, I really hope y'all enjoyed this life update video. You know, I'm going to keep plugging away and promoting my book, working on my patience, and cutting back even more on drinking. So I can also work on calorie deficit, because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight and have more defined muscles. So, you know, I really need to work on calorie deficit. I'm doing great food-wise, but beer keeps sneaking up and ruining my calorie deficit. Not going to lie to you. That's on me. So I'm working on it, because I'm working on me like you're working on you. Let's continue to grow together, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care, Knights.